Welcome to a world where steel, science, and human imagination come together to create giants of the sky. This is Boeing, America's most iconic aircraft manufacturer and the beating heart of modern aviation. Today, we are stepping deep inside the massive Boeing production floors to discover how the United States builds the airplanes that connect continents, move millions of passengers, and power global commerce every hour of every day. Our journey begins in Everett, Washington, home to the largest building on Earth by volume. This is Boeing's megafactory, a living industrial ecosystem where some of the world's most famous airplanes take shape, including the 747, 767, 777, and the groundbreaking 787 Dreamliner. From the outside, the facility feels like a small city. But when you walk inside, the scale becomes almost unbelievable. Bright white ceilings soar higher than 300 feet above the production floor. Giant steel cranes glide overhead, lifting airplane sections that weigh more than an entire house. Thousands of engineers, technicians, and robotic specialists work in perfect coordination, following a manufacturing rhythm that Boeing has spent decades refining. The creation of a modern airplane doesn't start with metal or tools, it starts with data. Before a single bolt is tightened, Boeing engineers spend years creating digital twins of the aircraft. These virtual models simulate every possibility: airflow, stress, turbulence, engine vibration, weight distribution, and fuel consumption. Boeing uses advanced wind tunnel simulations, 3D modeling, and millions of hours of computer analysis to design wings that slice the air more efficiently, fuselages that remain strong in extreme weather, and cockpits that give pilots maximum control with minimum effort. Only after the digital design is perfected does the physical manufacturing begin. The process starts far away from the final assembly line, across a network of American suppliers and international partners. The Dreamliner's carbon fiber fuselage barrels are built in Charleston, South Carolina. The massive wings of the 777X are crafted in an advanced composite wing center that uses robotic fiber placement machines capable of laying down carbon sheets with microscopic precision. Engines come from giants like GE and Rolls-Royce, each costing tens of millions of dollars and capable of producing more than 100,000 pounds of thrust. As these components arrive at the Boeing factory, the final assembly process begins. Unlike car factories, where thousands of vehicles roll off the line every day, a Boeing jet takes weeks or months to complete. Each aircraft moves station by station, similar to a slow-moving train, as hundreds of specialists assemble the fuselage, install the wings, attach the landing gear, and integrate the powerful engines. One of the most fascinating parts of Boeing's production is fuselage joining. Imagine two enormous cylindrical sections, each larger than a subway car, slowly rolling toward each other. Hydraulic machines carefully push them into position until they meet with an accuracy of less than a millimeter. Technicians then use automated drilling robots to fasten thousands of rivets along the joint, creating a sealed and structurally perfect connection. The airplane begins to look like a complete machine. Next comes wing integration, one of the most engineering-intensive steps. A modern Boeing wing is not just a piece of metal, it's a masterpiece of aerodynamics. Inside the wing are fuel tanks, control surfaces, miles of wiring, hydraulic systems, and the complex flaps and slats that control lift during takeoff and landing. When the wing attaches to the fuselage, it must perfectly align to ensure smooth airflow and maximum performance. Boeing uses laser-guided systems to check alignment within extremely tight tolerances. As the aircraft continues down the line, thousands of feet of wiring are installed. These electrical systems power everything from cockpit screens to cabin lighting to flight control computers. A single Boeing jet contains more than 60 miles of wiring, and every foot must be routed, clipped, secured, labeled, and tested. Technicians work inside tight spaces with extraordinary precision because even a single misplaced wire can affect performance. Meanwhile, the interior design teams prepare the cabin. Boeing's interiors are a blend of engineering and comfort. Overhead luggage bins are tested to withstand intense weight. Seats are installed with exact spacing for safety and ergonomics. Air filtration systems, LED mood lighting, touchscreen entertainment panels, galleys, and lavatories are all installed as if assembling the inside of a luxury hotel, except this hotel must survive turbulence at 40,000 feet and temperatures of -60 degrees. As the aircraft nears completion, one of the most magical moments arrives: engine installation. Watching a Boeing engine being mounted is like watching a heart being placed into a giant mechanical body. Technicians carefully align the engine pylons, secure multiple locking mechanisms, and run detailed system checks. Once installed, these engines can move a fully loaded aircraft thousands of miles non-stop, while consuming less fuel than ever before thanks to advanced aerodynamics and materials. Before an airplane can leave the factory, it must pass through a labyrinth of inspections. Boeing teams run structural tests, electrical tests, hydraulic tests, and computer diagnostics. They simulate in-flight stresses using giant machines that shake the wings and fuselage to ensure they can handle high turbulence. Control surfaces are moved repeatedly to test their reliability. Every sensor, light, and system is examined. Even the paint undergoes quality checks for thickness and smoothness. Finally, the aircraft is rolled outside for its first taste of daylight. But the journey isn't over yet. Every Boeing jet must undergo multiple test flights. Test pilots push the aircraft to extremes, sharp climbs, steep descents, engine-out procedures, and high-speed maneuvers to verify the aircraft's capability and safety. Only after these tests are completed does the aircraft receive certification and approval for delivery. Watching a Boeing jet take off for the first time is an emotional moment. It represents years of work by thousands of people. As the plane lifts into the sky, the workforce often gathers outside to watch the powerful aircraft disappear into the clouds, knowing that their craftsmanship will soon travel across continents, oceans, and time zones. The story of Boeing is not just about machines, it's about the people who build them. Welders who can fuse metal with hair-thin accuracy. Engineers who design wings that flex gracefully in flight. Software specialists who program autopilot systems with microscopic precision. Test pilots who understand aircraft behavior better than anyone on Earth. Each plays a vital role in creating a machine that millions of passengers trust with their lives. Today, Boeing is pushing into the future with automation, robotics, and advanced materials. The composite wing center uses massive robotic arms. Automated guided vehicles move heavy structures across the factory floor. Digital inspection tools use lasers to scan surfaces with extreme detail. And new models like the 777X carry revolutionary folding wingtips that allow ultra-long-range performance without increasing airport size limitations. But the core of Boeing's identity remains the same: building aircraft that are powerful, efficient, safe, and reliable. From the long-haul 787 Dreamliner to the high-capacity 777 and the legendary 747, Boeing jets are symbols of American engineering and global aviation progress. Every time you see a Boeing aircraft taking off, whether on a commercial flight or in an aerial shot on TV, remember the invisible world behind it. The massive factories. The millions of components. The tireless workers. The decades of innovation. The test flights. The simulations. The sleepless nights perfecting designs. And the incredible teamwork that brings these machines to life. This is the story of how the United States builds airplanes. This is the inside world of Boeing. And this is where imagination becomes engineering, where engineering becomes machinery, and where machinery becomes flight.